Hello, Apps here from Dimp Digital, and welcome to this channel update for August 2020. Yeah, so I'm here to just give you hopefully a brief rundown of some of the changes that we've made, what's coming up, all that good stuff, a little preview, anything that I think you might find interesting about the world of Dimp Digital. So the first thing, hopefully you've not really noticed too much, but the name has gone from Dimp Entertainment back to Dimp Digital. Did a Twitter poll for that, and Dimp Digital, well, it said, do you want to change the name? Should we change the name? The name was, the answer was yes, and I thought, I'm not making a new name up, so Dimp Digital, it goes back to that. The only sickener with that, and something that's really going to really frustrate Ronnie, and already is getting on his nerves, is our URL for YouTube is still youtube.com/Dimp Entertainment. And because I'd fucked about so much of it earlier on this year with the name, the branding, all that stuff, about three times I think the answer was, I'm not allowed to change the URL again until the timer ticks over. I think it's a year, so I'm stuck with that, and it's really cost me, and Ronnie's not happy. He ain't happy up there, and it's bothering me now. So that's an annoyance, but that's the lessons you learn. Don't fuck about with things so much in such a short period of time. Let things breathe, and then make a calculated decision like we've made here. You know, it took till August to get there, and maybe I should have done that to start with. But you live and you learn. Second thing, we've got our How to Fail at YouTube series, which has gone live. There was an introduction episode, and then an episode based around Fall Guys that went up yesterday as I record this, and probably a couple of days ago by the time this gets to you. And that really is a tongue-in-cheek, light-hearted look at how to fail at YouTube, because we are the epitome of YouTube failures. Been here, 5 years, 6 years, whatever it is this channel's been open for, and really have floundered in the YouTube space. Many different identities, many different ideas, podcasts, this, gaming, that, wrestling, films, TV, try to mould it all together, and it's all just blown up. So this series is more around the technical challenges that we sometimes face, and that certainly I have encountered when doing a piece of content where I want my head to be part of the recording, and it's not just a live stream. It's like either pre-recorded gameplay that I'm commentating over, or recorded gameplay, because streaming's quite easy because you kind of get that instant feedback from the chat. You know if something's wrong. But when you hit record and you sit down to do something for an hour, sometimes you don't know you fucked it up until after you've done it. And so rather than hiding those flaws, we've got a How to Fail at YouTube series, and it'll be different styles. Hopefully I'll be looking at how other YouTubers do videos and trying to mimic that and see how we get on. It's not intentionally designed to be bad. I still find it quite entertaining, but it's just that the technical limitations of my knowledge and skill will be forever present in those. So just don't expect a full class AAA production on the How to Fail at YouTube series. It's just a little bit of fun and something to focus on for now. Twitch, huge update on Twitch. I think by now everything should be ready to go and updated, but you may have noticed that Dimp Live has disappeared from your following, plethora of people that you follow, and that this random The Pork Boys with a Z has appeared. That's us. So we're now known as The Pork Boys on Twitch, and twofold. One, Hall, Pork Boys is his kind of thing anyways, his clan. So he's been streaming for the last few weeks pretty much every day, every couple of days, really doing a good job. So, he's taken up the mantle that kind of made sense to, name it with something that he's doing mainly. I will hopefully occasionally jump on now and again with random streams and whatnot, but it's really Hall who's driving that at the moment. So Pork Boys makes sense. And also I kind of got to the stage where Dimp Digital's us here at headquarters. We're here on YouTube. We're just trying things out, experimenting. That's what this channel really is now, an experimentation and update channel for our other arms. Twitch is one of those arms. Does it need to be called Dimp something? No. We've got Idle Game Chat as its own thing, and now we've got Pork Boys, which is us on Twitch. That's our team on Twitch, and it kind of gives it its own identity, and that's what I've been working towards these past few months, is trying to give each of the different types of stuff that we do its own identity rather than putting it all into one, because although people enjoy having lots of variety and different bits and pieces, I found out a lot of people actually just like to know that if you're going to subscribe to Idle Game Chat, for example, you're only going to get idle game chat. You're only going to get gaming related stuff. And when we did the Dimp Digital Unplugged feed for quite a while, that had gaming, wrestling, TV, film. And then sometimes people are like, I don't care about your opinions on anything, let alone pro wrestling. And you give them two of those 2 weeks in a row and it annoys them. So now each of the different kind of content avenues we go down, I want it to have its own name, its own style, and its own branding, just under the Dimp Digital banner, that's all. So that's happened. The Pork Boys with a Z. Follow that on Twitch. If you want to subscribe on Twitch, go ahead. Amazon Prime's there if you've got that. But if not, you can, pay for a membership, and we'll sit there and interact with you, mainly playing Call of Duty Warzone at the moment. So that's a popular stream when it does go up, and he's been doing a really good job. So very, very pleased with that. Idle Game Chat, still plugging along. No real issues there. Been, pleased with how that's come along. Managed to get an episode out every week. Fantasy Gaming League is going down to the wire in both the main championship between Paper and Biff and the Grand Prix tournament. So we've just put an episode up on that, giving you an update, and you can see or hear how close it is. I would recommend you go to dimpdigital.com, find our drafting page where it has the updated scores, and just take a look, because the run-in for this is going to be excellent. It's kind of nearly all over last year by this point. And this is going to go down to the absolute wire, so I'm pleased with that. And of course, we're still giving our impressions on video games. The showcases that Microsoft and Sony have been doing have given us some good content for podcasting, because we can kind of review those. And overall, Idle Game Chat's doing really well. I'm really pleased with how that's coming along. We've got a nice constant stream of content coming out. It's all good quality as well, I feel. Some of the stuff I know that's not good quality, but Idle Game Chat definitely is. And our Patreon is there. We've got a few patrons there already, which is amazing. Just to have less than a handful, to have just people giving us money to do this is mind-blowing in a way. And I've decided to change the tiers, so that's the main thing with Idle Game Chat that's going on. The Patreon tiers have been changed. I think the top one we had was $250 a month for a sponsorship slot, which is so arrogant to think anyone would want to do that. So everything's been whittled down. We've got less tiers than we had before, and the top entry I think is either $20 or $25. But you head over to patreon.com/Idle Game Chat, and you will see the change we've made. Just make it a little bit simpler for people. We've got tipper range, which means you're just kind of tipping us $3 a month. And then the actual formal membership, which is where all the good perks really start, I think, is bronze, silver, gold, platinum. So nice and straightforward, nice and simple. No asking for $250 a month. Like if you want a way to fund Idle Game Chat and Dimp Digital as a whole, that's probably the best route to go at the moment, is through our Patreon or through the Pork Boys Twitch account. And the trouble with Twitch is it only pays out when you hit a certain threshold each time, so we kind of have to wait for that. But Patreon is a monthly ticking over thing, and all we really want to get to at this stage of the game is to try and cover the money we put into this. That would be great if we can just do that. And then any more money we can get, we can invest in marketing and other bits and pieces. But no, overall very happy with what's happening with Dimp Digital, and it's retrospective and different avenues of content. Don't think there's going to be too many major changes now. I think we're kind of settled for a little while. Famous last words until Ronnie spots something and wants to change it. All right, mate. He's telling me to wrap it up. Fucking bastard. But yeah, I don't think that's it. I'll bid you adieu. Nothing more for me to say apart from thanks for your time, and ta-da.